What's up, guys? Today we're talking something a little bit different from camera gear, but it kind of coincides. Follow me on this. This is from Hollyland. It is called the M1 Mars Wireless Transceiver Monitor. What is this exactly? It's a 5.5-inch monitor, which is also a transmitter and a receiver. So you can transmit signal from this monitor to other M1 Mars monitors or from one of the transceiver systems that, let's say, Hollyland has. You've probably seen this on set if you've been on any sort of film sets with these large antennas that are connected to the side of the camera. It's those things, but it can transmit that signal wirelessly to a monitor like this, which is very, very cool. So it's kind of a 3-in-1 device. And this is something that I've been very curious about because as a one-person content creator that's constantly having to monitor myself, I need something like this without the cables. I don't like a lot of cables in my setup. I like things to be clean and less cluttered, and something like this does answer those concerns for me. Now, full disclosure on this, Hollyland has sent this out for me to try. I'm not paid, I'm not sponsored for this video. I'm not enticed to say anything good about this product. If it's bad, it's bad, okay? And they're not seeing this video prior to when you guys are watching it. So I just want to point that out to you guys. As a one-person content creator, this is going to be a device that's definitely going to come in handy. Now, you may not see it right now, but when you get it in your hands and you're trying it like I did, I actually found a lot of use cases for it. Case in point, if I'm going to shoot outside and I want to be a bit of a distance away from my camera, even if you have a flip-out rotatable display on your camera system, now I'm using the Z9, which doesn't have that, but let's say I'm using, the A7R5 right here from Sony. Yes, very cool display, by the way. I can't see that really clear when I'm 4 or 5 feet or 3 or 4 meters away from the camera. You're not gonna see anything. But a monitoring system like this that transmits and receives signal does allow me to have my phone in my pocket and actually see the signal, see how I look, am I framed correctly, is exposure correct, am I in focus, and then I am good to go. I save the headache of running back and forth to the camera to make sure everything is right. All that is gone. I save so much time. And as a content creator that wants to put out content as fast as possible, time is of essence. Another way you can use this, let's say you want to do a top-down situation, which I'm going to be doing here very soon. I'm going to have a camera up here. Instead of running some long HDMI cable down from the camera, down a C-stand, around the desk up to another monitoring system, I can actually connect one of the antennas that Hollyland has to it or another monitor on top of the camera, then wirelessly transmit that signal to this monitor here. Or if I want to have multiple cameras around me, I can do that as well. So there's a lot of use case scenarios where this is definitely going to come in handy. And for the most part, it's worked relatively well. Now, I do not have a transmitter system to actually try this out to its full capabilities yet. Maybe I'll get that in the near future. If I do, I will do a follow-up video to show you how it performs, because according to Hollyland, they're saying that this has 0.08 seconds of latency, which is very, very minimal, up to 150 meters of distance that this can travel as well to receive signal. Let's talk about the build quality on this, because I think this is a very nice monitor to use. It is lightweight. Comparing it to my Atomos Ninja 5 that I've had for a few years here, I find the Hollyland M1 Mars to be a bit lighter. It's got a plastic kind of housing to it. From what I understand, it is very robust. You can drop it a few times and not damage it. So I'm not going to try that, but I heard you can do that. Also, it does come with a tempered glass screen protector inside the box, so you can protect your display as well. And it does come with a D-tap cable and a USB-C to USB-A adapter, so you can use this to update your firmware or import LUTs, which is very cool, by the way, because internally it comes with Sony and Canon LUTs, but you can import any of your LUTs that you want to put into this. It is a Rec 709 display on this. It's color calibrated. The colors are beautiful, 1000 nits of brightness. It is awesome. It's a touchscreen display. It is very, very responsive. The menus are easy to understand. It's got everything you want, from waveforms to zebras to false colors to focus peaking to you want to conform it to vertically, let's say for Instagram Reels or Stories or TikToks. You can see how that looks on there as well. It's really, really cool. Various different mounting systems on the side and on the top, so you can go vertical or horizontal. It's all there. Plus it has SDI and HDMI inputs in this, which is a very welcomed addition. My friend's Red Komodo, no HDMI, had SDI. That's where this monitor comes into play, because a lot of these other transceiver monitors out there only have HDMI. That's where the M1 Mars has a little bit of an edge in terms of connectivity. Now, it has one battery slot on the back of that same battery that I'm using here on the Atomos Ninja 5. We'll use that. And the battery life is actually not too bad. Of course, it depends on the battery that you're using. But there is one negative to this. It's not a negative, but it's something to take note of. You cannot turn off the transmitter or receiver part of this monitor. So let's say you just want to use it as a monitor and that's it. You cannot turn those things off. Now, I do not know if that reduces the battery life, having those things on constantly. I have no idea. But as it stands right now, you cannot turn it off. Also, another feature that I've just added into it for more update is the ability to record internally into this up to 3 minutes, just to give you some sample footage. Now, there's a couple caveats to this. First off, you cannot extract that recording from the monitor. It is internal and that is it. Some other monitoring systems have a micro SD card so you can take that out. This one does not at this point in time. And also, once you turn off the monitor, that footage is gone, so it sort of resets itself. But you can take screenshots on the smartphone. You can send images that way if you just want to see how lighting looks. Speaking about taking snapshots with your smartphone, the iPhone app that I'm currently using with this works relatively well. It has a lot of the features inside of it. You can talk to the monitoring system, especially if I just want to see if I'm in focus, if the exposure is correct, if the colors are good. That's where this definitely comes into play. So that's essentially my thoughts on the M1 Mars first impressions. Again, I have not tried it to its full potential yet, but as a monitoring system right now that I'm using currently, I really like what they've done with this. Hollyland's been in the game for quite some time. I've seen a lot of their products on set as an actor and as a host. People love their products. So I would venture to say that this will perform beautifully. But again, as I mentioned before, if I do get some products, I will do a follow-up video to show you how it performs in terms of transmission and receiving and in terms of distance. So with that, guys, those are my thoughts on it. Let me know, is this something that you're looking to pick up? Any questions you have on this, I'll try to answer them for you. If you can subscribe to the channel, please do so. Like this and hit that notification bell. More great content is coming your way. Take care and stay safe, and I'll chat to you soon.